Take two. 3, 2, 1, action.
Good afternoon. I'm here with a group of geography researchers, and today we're going to talk about the fact that this is not a disability-friendly city. So if I start with my first question with you, what makes you say that this is not a disability-friendly city?
Most of the off-road parking they don't have drop curbs and the spaces aren't big enough, so lots of people have to park over 2 spaces to make enough room for the ramps to open so wheelchairs can get out.
Thank you. And can I ask you the second question? What is it about the location we're in now that supports that view?
So you can see just behind us that there is some disabled parking and sort of scattered around the city it's the same, and that just builds on what Kerry said. I don't know if you would be able to see, but there is some disabled spaces and they're just not quite big enough, and you can see as well with the curbs it's an issue. And similarly we visited some car parks as well, and the disabled spaces are incredibly small and there's no concessions for blue badge holders, and they don't get any extra time with the parking, which is obviously an issue if you are a slower walker or need assistance to get around the city.
Thank you very much. But I've looked around the city and I've seen that there are some tactile pavements to support some groups of disabled people. What can you say to me about that point?
Well, the fact is we're not on about tactile paving, we're on about the parking, and there is a lack of disabled friendly parking in the area. Most of the allocated car parks are quite big, roughly about 100 cars each, and they've only got 2, maybe 3 disabled car parking spaces, and often the spaces aren't wide enough. They're designated with the disabled symbol, but they are simply not wide enough to get a wheelchair out or the passengers.
Thank you very much. My final question really is, what should Inverness do in future to make this a more disability friendly city?
Have much larger spaces and have more of them.
Offer concessions or free parking for blue badge holders so they've got more time to actually explore the city if they are walking at a slower pace.
The train station needs severe improvements in their parking, particularly for disabled people. The car park anyway is incredibly tiny, already filled up. I'd understand maybe if the spaces in general were wired, but they just simply aren't. No way is that disabled friendly, no way is that accessible at all.
Well, thank you very much indeed for the team here for giving a very comprehensive overview, and back to Nick in the studio.
And where were they from again?